I was getting a little bored and I was getting really burnt out on making videos. So I was like, why don't I challenge myself and make a fun video, like a really fun video? And what I decided on was I was gonna take a piece of paper and write down a bunch of random fucking topics, and I would put it in a bowl. And I ran around my house looking for a bowl, and I couldn't find a fucking clear bowl so I can record it, but I just put it in a red solo cup. And I mixed it all around, and then I pulled a topic out right here. It says, I don't know if you can read that, and also it's backwards, but it says hamburger. Fuck, now god damn it, now now everything's blurry, but it says hamburger, and don't make fun of me because it's on a graph paper. I couldn't find anything else, so shut the fuck up. But I'm making a video about hamburgers. Now, in order to make a video about hamburgers, I would need something that can grip the audience with my bare hands, with the strength of 10 gods, 10 Kratoses. It has to be something where people can see my trials and tribulations and be like, I am him. So, for the next 2 minutes, fuck, I don't know if you can hear that, but my washer just went off. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I'll reach into the crevices of my brain and find a memory about hamburgers. I found it, guys. Here it is. A memory so sacred that it could represent the whole of the Holy Roman Empire. This is what the Crusades were fought over. A big, juicy, American freedom hamburger. Now, let's get on to the memory. Every 4th of July, I talk to the spirit of 4th of July. And every single time, the spirit of the 4th of July asks me a question. She says, Alex, do you want a hamburger? And then I reply to the spirit of 4th of July. Of course I want a hamburger, spirit of 4th of July, but I also have a question for you. Why the fuck is there a spirit of the 4th of July? And then she replies, Alex, why the fuck are you asking the 4th of July this question? Stop breaking the fourth wall and stay on topic. And then, defeated and devastated, I go into the loner corner. And then I eat my hamburger in peace. And then for some reason, about halfway through eating this hamburger, I make a decision that will decide the fate of the entire galaxy. I take half of my hamburger and I give it to my brother. And wait, guys, I said I give this hamburger to my brother every single 4th of July. This happens every 4th of July. And this happens and it happens. And then suddenly, he asked me, Alex, why do you give me half of your hamburger every single 4th of July? So I sit there contemplating for centuries. Eons go by. I see humanity go into dust. And then I realize I don't fucking like hamburgers. Every 4th of July, I have to endure this painful suffering of eating half a hamburger. Painful suffering far worse than anyone in the history of mankind has ever gone through. Worse than any caveman who had to fight off lions and tigers and bears and shit. And they had to fight off the landscape of like the desert Africa, or the harsh winters of Northern Europe, or the jungles of the Amazon rainforest or Southeast Asia. Far worse than any suffering of eating a goddamn hamburger. And you know what, guys? I'll do it all again every year. Every year I'll endure the painful suffering of eating that hamburger and giving it to my brother. Because sharing is caring. Holy shit, dude. You guys just watched a video about sharing is caring. Holy shit, dude. You guys watched like a 5-6 minute video about sharing? What the fuck? Holy shit, guys. When did this fall? I don't even know. Holy.